morning, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to the City of Warrenville City Council regular meeting for May 1st, 2017. May I have a roll call, please?
Alderman Ashour.
Here.
Alderman Berry.
Here.
Alderman Bavir.
Here.
Alderman Davalos.
Here.
Alderman Goodman.
Here.
Alderman Hoffman.
Here.
Alderman Widener.
Here.
Alderman Wilson.
Thank you, Emily. Would you please stand as you're able and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have a couple of proclamations this evening. Is this on? It's on, I guess. Is Dale here this evening, or no? Who wants to receive the proclamation for Ron? Good. Okay. Building Safety Month. There's a certain irony with me reading this, I guess. Whereas the City of Warrenville, Illinois continues efforts to address the issues of safety and resilience in the built environment that affect our citizens, and gives us confidence that our structures are safe and sound. And whereas our confidence is achieved through the devotion of building safety and fire prevention officials who work to ensure the safe construction of buildings. And whereas these officials use a governmental consensus process that brings together local, state, and federal officials with expertise in the built environment to create and implement codes to protect people in the buildings we occupy. And whereas international codes are used by Warrenville to protect the public from natural disasters. And whereas Building Safety Month is sponsored by the International Code Council to remind public about the critical role of our code officials and inspectors who assure us of safe and livable buildings. And whereas each year, in observance of Building Safety Month, Americans are asked to consider projects to improve building safety and sustainability at home and in the community, and acknowledge the essential service provided to all of us by our building and fire prevention officials in protecting lives and property. Now, therefore, I, David L. Brummel, Mayor of the City of Warrenville, do hereby proclaim the month of May 2017 as Building Safety Month. Accordingly, I encourage our citizens to join with the community in recognizing Building Safety Month. Ron, thank you for your work. You want to say something? Okay. And we have Municipal Clerks Week, and I know Emily's here. She's here every Monday. And our assistant clerk also. Excellent. There you go. Get in close. All right, excellent. Municipal Clerks Week, May 7th to the 13th, 2017. Whereas the office of municipal clerk, a time-honored and vital part of local government, exists throughout the world. And whereas the office of municipal clerk is the oldest among public servants, the office. Yeah. And whereas the office of municipal clerk provides the professional link between the citizens, the local governing bodies, and agencies of government at other levels. And whereas municipal clerks have pledged to be ever mindful of their neutrality and impartiality, rendering equal service to all. Whereas the municipal clerk serves as the information center on functions of local government and community. And whereas municipal clerks continually strive to improve the administration of affairs of the office of municipal clerk through participation in education programs, seminars, workshops, and annual meetings of their state, provincial, county, and international professional organizations. Whereas it is most appropriate that we recognize the accomplishments of the office of municipal clerk. Now, therefore, I, David L. Brummel, Mayor of the City of Warrenville, do recognize the week of May 7th through May 13th, 2017 as Municipal Clerks Week, and further extend appreciation to our municipal clerk, Emily J. Larson, and her able assistant, Alma Morgan, and further extend appreciation to our, I've got that already, to all municipal clerks for their vital services they perform and their exemplary dedication to the communities they represent. Thank you both.
You're welcome. Another thank you for the support that the council gives me and the staff gives me and the residents. And I brought Alma up here because she is my right hand and my left hand, as all deputy clerks are, especially when clerks are part-time. So she's always in the office and has all the answers. So thank you again.
Okay, this is the time we have set aside for citizens' comments. Do I see nothing this evening? A freebie. Okay, well, we can take up battles again next week, I guess. Official and staff comments beginning with the mayor. I have several this evening. I would like to first begin by recognizing our retiring treasurer, Robert Johnson, who served the community of Warrenville for some 4 decades in one capacity or another. Robert could not be with us here tonight, but we did want to honor what he has done for us in the past. He will be watching this later, the recording of this, so I want to make sure that he understands how much we appreciate what he's done. We have a key to the city for Robert that he can put on his desk to remind him of his service over the years, as well as a certificate of appreciation for his wall in his office. So if you would have joined me, please, in giving Robert a standing ovation for his service to the community. Thank you, Bob. We'll miss you. Several other things. We have recognition from the Arbor Day Foundation with a flag and a nice little desk thingy here to remind us that we have been gotten this award, the Tree City Award USA, for 30 consecutive years, which is kind of nice. We do love our trees. We're proud of what we have in this community and that we take care of them in our open space. The script here says the city receives special recognition from the Arbor Day Foundation for achieving 30 years of Tree City USA status. One of the requirements to achieve this status is to hold an Arbor Day event for the community. Funny, that's coming up next weekend, Saturday morning. Please join us over at the Park District. What? Oh, we just had it. That's right, I was there. You sure you want me for 4 more years? I was there, that's right. I helped plant a tree. How could I forget that? Yeah, all right. Well, the Environmental Advisory Commission executes this event each year. I would use a different word than execute, but special thanks to volunteer commissioners Sarah Anderson, Jean Marie Koth, Bob Canera, and Kathy Franke for executing another successful event this past Saturday that I attended. Oh, boy. What else have I got? Mayor's Fitness Challenge. I think the 6th annual? Yes, it is the 6th annual. 8 weeks that you have the opportunity to increase your activities, whatever you choose to do. It begins May 15th. It runs through July 9th. The idea is for everyone just to do a little bit more of some sort of activity. This is not necessarily for athletes. It's for anyone who just wants to improve their situation. It's really a lot of fun. You register online. You can go to our website, the city website, and sign up very easily. And what we do is we keep track of our minutes with the goal of trying to get 1,200 minutes, 150 minutes a week for 8 weeks of some sort of activity. And every day you log in your minutes, and then you get to compare your minutes with mine. So it's kind of a fun little competition between the mayor and you to see who can keep ahead of the other. I usually get buried every year by several people because it's really a lot of fun. It would be nice to have more and more people involved this year. You get a free t-shirt at the end. It's designed by a local graphic artist. It's really, really cool every year. There are special t-shirts for those who beat me in the minutes and get more minutes than I do. For the oldest, the youngest, the male and the female, we have special categories that get special t-shirts. And as an added bonus this year, the top 10 minute getters are going to get a trophy from me that says I was in the top 10 for the 2017 Warrenville Mayor's Fitness Challenge. So you have that going for you if you don't have anything else. And you get to choose, again, whatever activity you like, and it's on the honor system. It is a lot of fun. We have people that do it every year. It kind of jump starts you and maybe gets you out when you wouldn't. I know there are evenings when I come home and I go, no, and then I say, I got to get some minutes up, so off I go on my bike somewhere. So ride a bike, do some gardening, whatever, and join us. It's really easy. It's fun. Doesn't cost anything. The cost of the t-shirts is underwritten by Northwestern Medicine. So join us, May 19th, May 15th. Easy to sign up on the website again. As part of that, there's a charity event coming up that might be something to get you going. Locally here, it's the Hustle Up the Hill for 2017. It's the third annual event of this type where you run up Warrenville's Mount Hoy in Blackwell Forest Preserve. That's May 21st, so it fits right in with the fitness challenge. They're challenged to see how many times they can run or walk up Mount Hoy in 30 minutes. Yeah, once. Heats are scheduled for 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. Registration is available online. I believe we're going to have this on our website, the information, so that people can go to, or is it going to be on Channel 10? No? Okay, we'll put it up so that you can, because I'll read all this stuff and you're not writing it down, I can see that, so you'll forget it. But it is a fun thing to do. It's charitable. Registrants, again, the participants get a t-shirt, water and snacks. The fees are $30 per person, or if you have a team of 4 people, it's $100. This is organized and run by the volunteers at St. Irene's Parish in Warrenville, and the proceeds go directly to pay for rent for a homeless family in Bridge Communities Transitional Housing. So it's a very worthy thing to spend some time and to donate some money to. If you have any questions on the specifics, we'll try to get it up so that you can see it on our website. A couple of good things coming up besides Arbor Day. That we already had, remember. Bike Rodeo is coming on May 20th, as well as Shredding Day, both on the same day from 9 to 12. The Bike Rodeo is across the street. Again, a bunch of lucky kids are going to come with an old broken down bike. They're going to leave that bike and they're going to walk away with a brand new bike. I think we have usually 12 or 13 of those to give away every year. We have a mechanic there to fix bikes. We have somebody from Northwestern Medicine to fit young kids with helmets, free helmets for the young kids. You can bring your helmet, make sure that it's fit properly, bring your bike, get things fixed on it. A lot of fun. There's the course that the kids always go through. We've been doing this for a number of years, and it gets better every year. So that is May 20th. Right across the street by the gazebo from 9 to 12. Shredding Day is at Public Works. You've got documents that you want to get rid of that'll be just laying in the drawer. You don't know what to do with them, bring them down. They're taken care of. You don't have to worry about it anymore. So we have that going also. And that's all I have for this evening. We'll move on to the clerk. Thank you, Emily. Treasurer is not with us yet. Alderman Davalos.
Thank you, Mayor. I would just like to say one thing, too, about the Arbor Day that was last weekend. I would like to congratulate all the members of the EAC, the Environmental Advisory Commission. I meet with them, and they do a tremendous amount of work, not just on Arbor Day, but for all the programs to help the environment on behalf of the city. I noticed this year there were a lot more tables, a lot more displays, a lot of really cool things for the kids to do, prizes. I have 10 family members I bring, and they start calling me in March just to make sure, are we going to Arbor Day? And then they love the free trees. This time I took home a tulip tree, a dogwood, and a bur oak, so I'm pretty excited about that. And Warrenville in Bloom sells perennials. It's just a wonderful event. So if you missed it this year, maybe you can catch it next year. And I just want to express how grateful I am to that committee for all that they do to put that on. Thank you.
Thank you, and also it is done over at the Park District, so we were able to do it inside even though the weather was bad. So thanks to the Park District for partnering with us on that nice event. Anyone else? Alderman Widener.
Yeah, along with all the other proclamations and ceremonial actions, I just wanted to mention that today is the first day of the City of Warrenville's fiscal year, and wish everyone a happy fiscal year. In particular, Kevin Dahlstrand, the finance director, whose professional staff helped to assemble the budget document, and as well as all the input that was provided by other city staff, the city mayor and the city council, and many other people who were involved in putting together this document. It's not a small task, and it offers us great guidance for the remaining year, keeps us on task and under budget in most cases. So thank you very much, and again, happy fiscal year.
Thank you, Alderman. A reminder that we always have a balanced budget here in Warrenville. We also pay cash. We have no bonded debt against the general fund, which is fairly unusual in this state. So we do our best to be fiscally responsible and handle your money that you give us to run the city in a way that reflects well on all of us. So I thank you for reminding us of that. Anyone else? Alderman Goodman.
I want to add my own personal thanks to Bob Johnson for his many years of service, and also for the way that he welcomed me when I became part of this council, and the way that he has always behaved as a representative of Warrenville and as a good citizen and a good friend. So he's going to be missed, and many best wishes to him for better health.
Thank you, Alderman. Okay, City Administrator.
I have nothing to add tonight, thank you.
Okay, and City Attorney.
I have nothing tonight, thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, David. Approval of the agenda then for this evening, Alderman Widener.
I move to approve Agenda 1 for the May 1st, 2017 City Council regular meeting.
Second.
Second by Alderman Davalos. Any discussion on that? Changes, questions? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The agenda is approved for this evening. We have a couple sets of minutes that need approval also. Alderman Widener.
I move to approve the minutes of the April 17th, 2017 City Council regular meeting, and to approve the minutes of the April 17th, 2017 City Council closed sessions 1 and 2.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion of those minutes? Again, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. The consent agenda for this evening. Item 6A, accept Plan Commission recommendation, waive second reading and pass ordinance O2017-20, approving site-specific amendments and exceptions for illuminated monument and directional signage at the Northwestern Memorial Healthcare Cancer and Proton Centers at 4405 and 4455 Weaver Parkway, Warrenville, Illinois. B, accept Plan Commission recommendation, waive second reading and pass ordinance O2017-21, approving revised preliminary and final planned unit development plans and documents, a special use permit to operate a child daycare center in the O1 Limited Office District, and a PUD variation to eliminate the stacking spaces requirement under the Table 5E of Warrenville Zoning Ordinance Number 1018. C, accept Plan Commission recommendation, waive second reading, and pass ordinance number O2017-22, approving a temporary use permit for Chuy's Restaurant to hold a pre-grand opening Redfish Rally event on May 24th, 2017 in the parking lot west of the new Chuy's Restaurant at 28244 Deal Road, currently under construction. D, accept staff recommendation and pass resolution R2017-17, approving a contract with Novotny Engineering for construction engineering services for the 2017 road program in an amount of $75,000, and authorize Deputy Public Works Director Kukler to execute the contract. E, receive and file minutes of the Police Pension Board regular meeting held on January 24th, 2017. F, receive and file minutes of the Environmental Advisory Commission regular meeting held on February 21st, 2017. G, receive and file minutes of the Tourism and Arts Commission regular meeting held on March 16th, 2017. H, receive and file minutes of the Board of Fire and Police Commission regular meeting held on March 28th, 2017. I, receive and file draft minutes of the Plan Commission and Zoning Board of Appeals regular meeting held on April 20th, 2017. J, receive and file report of invoices paid up to April 26, 2017 in the amount of $61,026.07. And K, authorize expenditures for invoices due on or before May 15th, 2017 in the amount of $259,509.51. Alderman Widener?
Move to approve the agenda as presented by Mayor David Brummel.
Second.
Motion and a second. May I have a roll call, please?
Alderman Berry,
Aye.
Alderman Widener,
Aye.
Alderman Hoffman,
Aye.
Alderman Wilson,
Aye.
Alderman Ashour,
Aye.
Alderman Goodman,
Aye.
Alderman Bevere,
Aye.
Alderman Davalos.
Aye.
Thank you, Emily. We'll move on to the regular agenda, item 7A. Does someone wish to bring that forward? Alderman Goodman.
I make a motion to accept Attorney Freeman's recommendation, waive second reading, and pass ordinance O 2017-23, repealing ordinance O 2017-04 regarding alcohol and smoking alcohol due to language that was missing.
Motion and a second. Any discussion of that item? It's pretty clear that the need is there to make that improvement, so may I have a roll call, please?
Alderman Hoffman,
Aye.
Alderman Wilson,
Aye.
Alderman Bevere,
Aye.
Alderman Berry,
Aye.
Alderman Goodman,
Aye.
Alderman Davalos,
Aye.
Alderman Widener,
Aye.
Alderman Ashour.
Aye.
Thank you, Emily. Item 7B. Alderman Goodman.
I'd like to make a motion to accept Attorney Freeman's recommendation, waive second reading, and pass ordinance O 2017-24, amending the city code to include formerly missing penalty language pertaining to alcohol and smoking alcohol.
Second by Alderman Berry. Any discussion on that item? Similar to the previous item? Seeing none, all in favor? Can we do a roll call? Roll call. Roll call, please.
Alderman Ashour,
Aye.
Alderman Goodman,
Aye.
Alderman Widener,
Aye.
Alderman Bevere,
Aye.
Alderman Wilson,
Aye.
Alderman Berry,
Aye.
Alderman Davalos,
Aye.
Alderman Hoffman.
Aye.
Item 7C. Alderman Berry, did you wish to bring that forward?
I'd like to make a motion to accept Economic Development Representative's recommendation, waive second reading, and approve ordinance O 2017-25, approving a redevelopment agreement between the City of Warrenville and Earhart Development for the sale and redevelopment of Civic Center Redevelopment Site Number 1.
Second.
Second by Alderman Goodman. Discussion. Alderman Bevere.
Yeah, I'm in favor of the construction for this site. I just wish we could have done better on the price, so I'm not in favor of that. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? Alderman Hoffman.
I believe the people who've spoken, they want to park there, I'll be voting no.
Okay. Alderman Goodman, did you wish to add?
Yes, I looked through this redevelopment agreement extensively, and there's a lot of detail here, and it's all now publicly available as part of these meeting agenda information on the website. So if anybody wants to read all the details, it is available for them. It's quite a long document. Many of the details have changed over the stages of this proposal as it's been worked out and as it's been presented in various forums at different stages of the process. So I think some of the people who had expressed concerns in the past may be pleased with some of the changes that have been made to try and address those concerns. So I really want to emphasize how responsive our staff has been to citizen issues and how, negotiable, I guess, this process has been from the perspective of the city working with the developer. They have, I really think, made this project a much nicer project from the city's viewpoint than even the previous developer and that project that had been discussed and had gotten to this stage in the past. So I think it's more of a Warrenville kind of a project, if that makes sense and if that means anything to the people who are watching this or who are here today. I really hope that people appreciate how much work has gone into it to achieve that result, to make the project more of a Warrenville kind of project. And I'm proud of our staff and their hard work. So thank you, Director Menser, and thanks to your staff for the result that we have here and the agreement that's in front of us today.
Thank you, Alderman. And just a reminder about this sort of thing in general, these things don't just happen overnight. They're not just snap decisions. We have been trying to redevelop this property for pretty much of the last decade. Had many disappointments, many things that we thought were going to work out that didn't work out. Many, many, many public meetings to try to get people involved in what they'd like to see there. And of course, staff put in many, many hours to finally get where we're at. I would echo Alderman Goodman in saying I think of all the projects that we've seen proposed for this property, this is the best. This is going to be a nice development for our town. Give the landscaping a few years to grow up and you're going to think this was always part of Warrenville. It's going to look that nice. So I'm pretty excited. I think it's time for a vote unless anyone else has something to add. Emily, please.
Alderman Berry.
Aye.
Alderman Widener.
Aye.
Alderman Hoffman.
No.
Alderman Bevere.
Nay.
Alderman Davalos.
Aye.
Alderman Goodman.
Aye.
Alderman Ashour.
Aye.
Alderman Wilson.
Aye.
Motion carries. Court, you bring your boots and your shovel. Go to work. Excellent. I'm glad that that is finally going to make reality. We have nothing under unfinished business, nothing under new business, no closed session. We need to adjourn. What's that Latin term, Mr. Lawyer? Sine die?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so we're going to come back. We're going to adjourn this meeting. We're going to take a few minutes to let people get set up back in the camera room. Then we're going to come back for our second meeting, and before we start that, we'll have the swearing in of the new public officials. So may I have a motion then to adjourn sine die?
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Don't go away. Just take a break.